I woke up that Saturday morning. My wife was going to a meeting for work. 7:45, 8 o'clock is when she left. It was more like 8 o'clock. I decided to get up and get moving and, clean the house. And got the vacuum out, all that. Decided quick to go brush my teeth and take my meds. Went to brush my teeth, started brushing my teeth, and all of a sudden, the right side of my face goes numb, and the right side of my face starts to vibrate. At this point, I know I have about 10 seconds before I personally black out, like where I don't remember anything. I go into a seizure. So I run over to my bed quick to get to a safe place so I don't fall. Lay on the bed, I sit there convulsing, and I black out. The next thing I know I'm on the couch in the living room. Don't know how that exactly happened, but it did. I don't remember it in the moment. Don't remember at all walking over to the couch. Don't remember doing any of that. But anyways, I woke up. I had my seizure at 8:15, mind you. Woke up on the couch. I think I checked the clock, and it was roughly 8:45. So for about half an hour, I was having a seizure and or resting after my seizure. Whatever. I'm guessing my seizure lasted for no more than 5 minutes. I'm guessing. Feels a lot longer, but probably after that I probably was, sleeping or resting. So, the thing I didn't take into account the fact was that I remember when I had my seizure how tired I was. And the night before I didn't go to bed till about 11:30, and I woke up at 7:45, 8 o'clock, which doesn't give me a whole lot of time to rest, considering I probably didn't even fall asleep until midnight or after. And so I'm sitting there thinking what to do, because I see my toothbrush on the ground in my bedroom, toothpaste on my comforter, because I was brushing my teeth as I was having the seizure, because I knew I had to rush over to the bed as I was having it. And I'm kind of putting the pieces together. I'm like, was this a dream or did I really have a seizure? Because I don't really remember. But the more evidence I found, the more things made more sense. Things were working against me to make me believe that I did have a seizure. So I called the ambulance and called 911. And I said, pretty sure I just had a seizure. No one is home to watch me. No one, I don't know what happened to me really. I don't know if how long I was out. No one is going to be with me for the rest of the day. I probably should be brought in, because they told me if I had another seizure, I probably should be going in to see a doctor. So I went to the ER. And they told me the hoopla, call your doctor on Monday, which was 2 days ago, and find out whether he wants you to be admitted into the monitor, the hospital monitoring section of the hospital to see if we can't track down where these seizures are coming from in your brain. So here I am today. Came into the hospital at 7 a.m. My wife dropped me off. She sat with me pretty much the entire day. Took the day off to be with me. She went home about an hour and a half ago to go get some sleep because I could never sleep here, that's for sure. So I don't blame her for that. But I'm literally just sitting here waiting to have another seizure. They are doing everything in their power to provoke one, sleep deprive me, cut down my meds, taper it back a bit. They are, again, sleep depriving me. I can't go to bed till 2 in the morning. It's only 7:30 right now at night. I'm being monitored, recorded, sound and video so they can, in case I fall asleep and I have a seizure, no one's here, they can see it. I'm just really, really, really tired and really out of words to describe how I feel right now. I'm just telling you, this is how I'm feeling right now. This isn't how it's going to stay. But the way I feel right now, I feel helpless. I feel like I was when I was 5 years old in the hospital, having surgery after surgery for my cerebral palsy I was born with when I was little. Having surgeries years later when I was 15, 16 years old, which would have been 15 years ago from this point, and going through those surgeries, and just remember being in the hospital for weeks, and here I am again. They want me to be here anywhere between 3 and 5 days, roughly. It could be sooner than that, but it just depends what the doctors can get from my brain. Because I'm just shot, really, really out of it. I'm just really out of it. I haven't been able to work for the last, practically 4 days. My wife is working her butt off. There's nothing I can do to help. She's going to school full time. There's nothing I can do to help. She's at home right now resting. There's nothing I can do to help. There's nothing I can do to help. Housework. I'm sitting here on a bed, literally waiting for a seizure to come on. And that I literally feel terrible. I hope that the doctors can finally figure this out, whether it be changing my meds, whether it be something else I can do, surgery wise, whatever it is that God has in store for me, because ultimately He is in charge. While He uses the doctors, He's the man in charge. And I rely on Him. I don't rely on answers from... I mean, you guys know what I'm trying to say. I'm just tired, out of it. I have people that want to talk to me, see me, and I'm just out of it. I've been here for, good Lord, I've already been here for 12 hours, and I feel like I've been here for 3 days already. The nurses are great. The food is, well, food. It's hospital food, so, I mean, I'm not complaining too much about that. At least it's something to eat. I'm thankful for that. And every time I look up in the corner of my left eye, I see the cross. I see the cross, and I see Jesus Christ. Because I know He's in control. God is in control. I just wish there was something I could do. You know, I made a sacrifice. A few days ago, I told my wife, I need to give up cable television. Having cable television, I'm not talking about internet cable, I'm talking about television, cable television. Don't really need it right now. Especially with other things coming up. Don't really need it right now. And honestly, I can live without it for quite a while. I have Netflix. I have other things to do in my life. Studying the Bible, reading the Bible, spending time with God. I got other things to do in my life. I mean, I love my sports, but I can still watch sports other ways. And I don't need cable television I don't need to be dependent on that just to watch sports. There are other ways. And honestly, there's cheaper ways. So, to do that in the long run. So, I'm just waiting for my seizure to come along, and I'm hoping for the best. These wires that are coming out of my head, that's just basically tracking my brain waves and tracking what my brain is doing. Where my seizures will be coming from. God forbid that God lets that happen, that I do have a seizure when I'm here, or seizures when I'm here, to see where they're coming from. And then they can localize it to, again, either change my medication, do a surgery, which, again, they have not mentioned at all yet. I'm just assuming that's one of the options that they're probably considering, depending on where my seizure is coming from and how serious these seizures are, and or plan C, whatever that is. But I'm sick of being in this position. I just want my life to go back to normal. And I had a friend that came in today and said, he deals with seizures too. He's been dealing with them his whole life, and he said, you just have to learn to live with what a new normal is. Because I don't know what God has in store for me, but maybe there's a chance that God doesn't want me to drive anymore. You know, he, maybe he has other plans for me. And not being able to drive is not the end of the world. It really isn't when I think about it. It sucks. It really does, because you're losing your independence, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world. It really isn't. And while I hate the situation, I hate it, I know that God has a plan for me. And I will abide by his plan and just keep trusting in him. Because he's always been there. He's never left my side, and I know he never will. When no one else is here, when no one else is here to talk to, I know God is always here to talk to. So, that's my salvation. It's God. And I never have once wavered from that. So, I'm just tired. Just really tired. And I want people to be strong for me. I don't want people to feel bad for me. I want people to tell me that things are going to be okay and things are going to get better. And it's just, when you're in the situation, there's nothing you can do. You feel certain ways, and right now, there's nothing I can do but just sit here and watch TV, be on the internet. Thank goodness for Wi-Fi. So, with that being said, guys, it's just been a real long day, and I get to start this whole day again in about less than 24 hours. Although I won't get to go to bed till 2 a.m. But anyway, I just think I'm so thankful for everyone in my life. My wife, my mom, my dad, my brothers, my sisters, everyone that has reached out to me since I've started having these seizures, and just been there for me regardless of what's been going on in my life. I thank them all. And I'm thankful to God that he put me in a position where I am taken care of. When I went to bed last night, I was literally crying because I'm just out of thoughts, I'm just so deprived of this illness that I just want it to be over with. And I know it's gonna happen. I know this illness is gonna go away. But I just have to learn to be patient. And don't think I'm blaming God for this. I'm not. I'm saying is that God has a plan. God never leaves your side. He may watch you struggle. He may watch you go through things and be there as you're going through those things. But he'll always, 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 always heal you. But he does it in his own time. There's a reason for everything in life. And God doesn't do anything without a reason. God will heal me. in His time. And if people think they can force their will upon themselves, so to speak, if they think they can change themselves without God in their life, I'm sorry, but it doesn't work that way. I'm not trying to judge anyone either, but since I was saved 5 years ago, my life has completely changed. I don't think the same. I don't, everything's just different. And it's all because of God. So, with that being said, I am going to get going. Going on a long rant again, of course, but I'm sitting here by myself and I just felt like I wanted to talk to anything right now. It just sucks that I really thought this was over. I really did. But I wanted to keep people that watch me on here updated, for anyone that does, and know that I'm fighting the good fight and I'm going to continue to do battle. And I got God on my side. He's right here. So with that said, guys, thank you for watching, and thank you for listening as always. I will maybe be back in another video here at the hospital. I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling in the next few days, depending on what happens with my brain and what it decides to do. But for now, we will see you later. Alright? Thanks. Peace.